Hello. Oh, my hair is doing something odd. Everything's backwards to me. So I'm just gonna. Nope, nope, that's not it. Nope. I'm just gonna leave it alone now while I wait for people to come in and see this nonsense going on. Hello. While I wait for people to turn up, I am running a little bit late today because, as you can see, I am at home and the alarm at my shop went off. So I had to take care of that situation before the police turned up. I am just having some Earl Grey tea in my Scorpio mug, one of my favorites. I soothe my throat a bit. My shawl situated. I hope everyone is having a good week. I have a couple of things to talk to you guys about today. I'm very excited because I just got a notification that the Embody book is actually at my post office. So I'll be picking that up tomorrow and I will start sending those out so that you can have them on the release date. I'm so excited that that pre-order is working out so beautifully. If you did not pre-order your copy of Embody yet, what are you waiting for? It's going to be a really, really great addition to your crafting library. Um, Let me show you a couple of things from it. There we go. Now, the name of the book is Embody, a capsule collection. Make that a little bit bigger. Um, It's a capsule collection to knit and sew by Jacqueline. And I'm sorry, Jacqueline, I always mess up your last name. Slack. I'm sure that's not quite it, but that's as close as I've been able to come. Now, what Jacqueline has done, which I think is really amazing, is that she's combined two crafts that have just been juggernauts for the last couple of years. So many more people are sewing their own garments now. So many people are knitting and crocheting. So this book contains patterns for knitters and sewers. So I can bring that down. But it just goes so much further than the patterns because what she's talking about in the book is really how to craft garments that are customized to you. So, what do you get in the book? You get the patterns for the guarantee, for a pullover. I can't remember the name right now, it's terrible of me. And you get a pattern for a sewn dress. But within those patterns, you are also getting, oh, and there's a beautiful shawl too. I forgot about the shawl. It's really kind of gorgeous. I'll give you a close up of that. But out of those three patterns, Jacqueline will show you how to remix them into upwards of 25 garments. So it really is the basis for a capsule wardrobe that can form like the core of your basic wardrobe. So you can add beautiful little details. Look at that sleeve. Turn the vest into, turn the top into uh, an open front cardigan or a vest. And the dress can become multiple items. So here it is as a dress. I think it's called a wolf walk dress. And here is the pattern remixed as a top. So if you really want to create that handmade, me-made wardrobe, this would be a wonderful place to start. Now the pattern is very inclusive. It's graded for chest up to 64 inches. And the pattern, the sewing patterns are digital only, but you could either you'll get files, you get a download code for files that will enable you either to print it out at home on 8.5 by 11 paper, or there is something called a copy shop file that you can print it out like full size. So it's incredibly flexible. I promised you a close-up of that shawl. The shawl is absolutely stunning. Look at that. It just looks lighter than air. But all of the pieces that you see here are made with the patterns in the book. And I think that that is the most amazing thing. So they call it 3 infinitely adaptable patterns, 2 knitting, 1 sewing with bespoke instructions. Bespoke is British for custom. So if you want to change a length, add a bust start, just do things that make the pattern more fitted exactly to you. All of those instructions are in the book. The other thing is, Jacqueline will be leading a knit along. Well, it's more of a make along because you can either knit or sew, or if you're feeling funky, you could do both. The make along is going to start. Oh, hello, Mary. I am actually functioning right now on a fully virtual level. So what that means is if you want to do a virtual shop with me, I will meet you either on Zoom or on FaceTime if you do FaceTime, and we can shop that way. Now, I am scheduled for my first vaccine at the end of the month. So happily, after that, I will be able to take appointments in the shop again. And I will be taking appointments for the Wool Walk. So that is Embody. I have it set up as a pre-order. If you'd like to check it out, I do have some pictures from the book on my website. And I'm going to show you the yarn I'm going to suggest that you use. Now, the garments in the book are made from La Bien Amie Helix. And there is a link on Jacqueline's website and the Pom Pom website if you want the Helix yarn. But what I'm suggesting as another option is this puppy right here. This is actually my ball that I've been sampling from. I've been doing some swatches, and I absolutely love it. This is Fibra Natura Whisper Lace. Whisper Lace is a wool and silk blend that's 70% superwash wool and 30% silk. It comes in 50-gram balls, and each of those balls is 440 yards. So the balls will take you a very long way. As a matter of fact, this ball, both Mom and I have been sampling from. And as you see, I still have plenty to go. I have to weigh this and see how much of this ball is left. I'm also suggesting that you try it with mohair. I'm carrying LRA Silky Kid. It's a delicious mohair that's like a lace weight. that combines beautifully with the Fibra Natura. Oh, thank you. Oh, can I tell you? I think when enough of us are vaccinated, there is literally going to be a national browse. You know, as soon as we can, we're going to go out and just, I haven't had a walk through the bookstore. And I used to love just walking through Barnes and Noble, maybe sitting and having coffee with some books or magazines and, you know, deciding what I'd like to buy. So I know exactly how you feel. So this feels silky smooth, super soft. It is a fingering weight, but I don't know if I can really convey to you that it's a fine fingering. Look at that. Super soft, beautifully strong. So I did a couple of swatches. Actually, Mom helped me with the swatches. So I knitted this piece right here. What I noticed is all of the samples in Jacqueline's book are done with the yarn held double. So I did this with the yarn held double. If I were to hold this, but look at this, the drape I'm still getting. Now, with the yarn held double, I worked it on a US 6 4mm, and I ended up doing 28 stitches and 40 rows. But I still get that beautiful drape. And it's a delicious next to the skin yarn. My mom also did a swatch with the yarn, actually held single, in Tunisian crochet. She's actually going to be joining us in the make along, but she's going to work the same garment as a Tunisian crochet project. So I think this is the Tunisian knit stitch that she did. But Tunisian generally gives you a fabric that's heavier, so she actually was able to work with the very fine fingering weight yarn as a single. And because we are also crocheters at the shop, we did a sample of the yarn crochet. Now this is holding the Whisper Lace and the Silky Kid together. And you still get lightness and beautiful drape. And this swatch happens to be in a crochet moss stitch, which I think would look great in any of those garments. So if you'd like to play along and bake along, consider pre-ordering a copy of Embody and joining us on March 29th to start creating some of the garments that are seen in the book. I think they are wonderful. They will be incredibly flexible. And as an alternative, I don't have a skein of this here with me, but I will show it to you on my website. Jacqueline also, I was asking around, I was like, oh, what else can you use? So let's say you wanted to make one of the tops as more of a summer or a late spring top. Kelborn Woolens does a beautiful linen and cotton yarn called Mojave that would work for this really wonderfully. What I will be doing is creating a couple of kits so that if you wanted to do one of the tops, it would be there for you. Also, I did a blog post on my blog. Let me see that. I'll put it in the chat. is on my website, www.unknitsheep.com. If you hit the blog, I did a great big old blog post about Embody and mentioning the make along. And there's a link to a video that Jacqueline did where she's talking about the book and the make along. She's doing a roundup this week of different samples of the pattern. She had it go out to test knitters and test sewers. So you can see a whole bunch of variations that people did in these patterns, and you'll be able to see all different fabric choices and body types. So do take a look out for that. She does that on Instagram, and you can also visit her website, and it's jacquelinesleeslack.com, I believe. I might be wrong about that, but I think I got it right. The Wool Walk is coming up. That's going to be April 17th and 25th. The passports are available for sale right now. These are pre-orders for the passports. They're going to start mailing out by, I believe it's March 22nd. And if you are ordering the stitch marker and passport combo, those will go out by April 1st because we're still waiting for some of the stitch markers to arrive. We have the cutest stitch marker available right now. Let me see if I can pop it up right quick. We did a wonderful little stitch marker that is just a little commemorative object for the Wool Walk. And I will start accepting appointments for the week of the Wool Walk next week. So do make your appointment. I will, if you guys are following my newsletter, it'll be in my newsletter when appointments are open. And you can just go ahead and book it. Let me see if I can pull that, pinch that out. Isn't that adorable? That is the special commemorative Wool Walk 2021 stitch marker. We did that one as a limited edition, so you can buy it for $2.50 with your passport, and the passports cost $6. Now, people often ask me, well, what do you need the passport for? The passport is your ticket to the Wool Walk discount, and it is your entry into the giveaways. We have gotten so much really cool stuff from the Wool Walk sponsors this year. I cannot even begin to tell you. It's just amazing how generous they were. And if you really want to take a sneak peek and see what's going to be part of the giveaways, check out the NJ Wool Walk YouTube channel. We're doing unboxings as items come in, so you'll be able to see exactly what we have for giveaways. Like I said, these stitch markers are a limited edition. When they're gone, they're gone. So if I were you, I would get it while I'm getting my passport. Each store is also going to have a unique stitch marker all of its own. And as you go from store to store, you can also get a store stitch marker. Those are going to be a gift with purchase. If you spend $25 at the store, you will get the stitch marker for free. I think it would be a really fun collection. Now, this one is a unique shape. It's like a square, it's like diamond shape. All the ones for the stores are like little ovals. They're really, really cute. Now, when I was looking for a really beautiful drapey yarn, I knew I wanted something with some silk in it. I landed on Fibra Natura Whisper Lace, and I love the color palette that it was available in. So I think I ended up getting 7 colors of Whisper Lace. I said, it's $10.50 a ball. And I also have sampling available on this. So if you would like a 5 gram sample to check it out before you order your sweater quantity or your shawl quantity, I'm doing 5 gram samples of select yarns for $1.50 for 5 grams. And in this one, I have mallow, blossom, fog, amethyst, love that amethyst, ebony, lapis, and mineral. And I've been doing my sampling in mineral. But I thought it was a really beautiful color palette, and it sort of echoes the colors you'll see in the book. And you can either match your, if you want to go the mohair route, you can either match your mohair to it or do a slightly different tone, because one of the nice things about holding your yarn with a mohair is that you can create a completely different color. So I held this color, which is mineral, and this color together. And I think it's called Midnight. Beautiful blues. But what I ended up with was something that's really neither one nor the other, and it's its own unique thing. Kind of loving that. So, also something to consider, and it keeps everything light, it keeps everything drapey. And that's exactly how those garments are designed to be. Very lightweight, very drapey, very airy. And I think they'll be a pleasure to wear, especially in these fibers. And the care on Whisper Lace is hand wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. So it would be a hand wash, lay flat to dry situation. Oops. Now, if you stayed this long, thank you very much. Um, I also need to announce a winner for my Brise hat and mitten set giveaway. And I have it like right here. Give me one second. And as promised, on the 18th, go me. The winner is Carla C. So Carla C, if you're watching, get in touch with me. You can drop me an email, and I will also email you so that you can give me your information and I can get your prize out to you. Thank you all so much for participating in the giveaway. And I can't wait. I will be doing another giveaway next month. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, chatting with me. Everyone have a great day.